What's up guys, pro strat number 11, where pros do strats. And this strategy is actually the opposite of what I showcased in pro strat number 9, where liquid block off pit. Here, GoldenGitte block off the site with 3 smokes to fight pit and take the bomb site. I like this idea of the strategy, but its execution seems very contradictory to what actually happens from what I can tell. Of course, there could be a reasonable plan that I'm not aware of, but let's do POVs. The round's going to start off with a very basic default. They're going to get control of boiler and apartments. During or after this, the other half of the T's can get banana control based on what CT aggression there is. And then they'll eventually start clearing top mid. And after all of this map control has been claimed, they're going to execute onto a bomb site. Notan here is clearing long haul and apartments. He's going to work his way towards boilers since he's going to be entering with the SMG. And as the hit comes in, he's going to swing straight into sight through the smokes and then plant back sight since he sees nobody actually in the bomb site. The positioning he planted for was really strange based on what the smokes are supposed to do, but I'll get into that later. Jabby and Haste are in charge of getting banana control. Jabby goes first and throws a molly into car, then follows it up with a nade off the back wall there. Haste is also going to throw a similar nade and prevent any aggressive car peeks. The two creep up and get ready to clear top banana. Haste is going to molly the corner and then pop flash behind half wall, while Jabby clears sandbags. Jabby's going to notice this HE coming in from the sky, so he knows that the CTs are playing passive on the bomb site and can fall back to top mid to begin the strategy and the execute. Jabby's going to be throwing his smoke that lands near graveyard, and then he's going to entry through porch onto the bomb site. Unfortunately, he dies to Nexus Deagle that's playing mini pit, but the trade does come in. Haste is going to make his way from banana all the way to apartments and going to throw this interesting smoke that has an interesting lineup. He's going to spam the smoke, giving his position away as if it wasn't given already, but then is going to die to the counter spam by Tizian, which unfortunately allows Tizian to live for much longer than he should and actually winning him the round.
Larson is in charge of watching for a mid push, as the rest of his team gets control of the map. He throws a high flash into mid to push back any peeks, then holds for Mexi until it's time to execute. Larson is completely focused towards Arch in this round. He smokes it out, mollies the cubby, and when a hit comes, creeps through the smoke and gets a backstab on a CT running towards Moto. Despite the kill, I think this play was not ideal, which I'll explain later.
Hug goes to T bridge to spam down long haul. He's then going to move towards boiler, re-molly the boiler stairs, and make sure that no one has re-aggressed in the time that Notan went down long haul and cleared balcony. For the execute, he is going to throw a smoke that lands close towards the site and default boxes. He's going to throw 2 flashes into pit to help his team get the frags on the players in mini pit, and trades next. Unfortunately, he then loses the fight to Tizian because Tizian's just better, I guess. Speaking of Tizian, let's look at his POV. He gets the kill spamming through the smoke because he knows that Haste had already spammed and will be there as the hit comes in. He grabs the AK and gets a flash off of Haste's body, uses the flash to get out of balcony and flies into mini pit, grabs the kill onto Hug, and now is still in pit despite the strategy being designed to clear pit. All the while the bomb is planted backside, and the lure coming from Moto is now coming back into porch. It's now 1v1, and Notan kind of misplays it by peeking super wide when Tizian was nowhere near the bomb site. Sure, the flash was intended to blind him, but that flash is super easy to spot. So I like the idea of the strategy that happened in this round, but I didn't like what the players actually did with the smokes that they threw. So again, to recap the idea of the strategy, you're throwing a wall of smoke here to prevent anyone from coming from site or Moto to see. So you're preventing vision from site and Moto so that you can fight pit and take the bomb site. So with that in mind, let's take a look at what people did. As we saw in the POVs, we had Notan here run through these smokes with the bomb. Now, a lot can go wrong in this kind of situation where you have the bomb go through a smoke with an SMG. Now, maybe GoldenGitte have an idea that they're saving or on pistols, but either way, this is extremely risky in any situation and can cause a lot of problems if this person dies. Secondly, he planted back sight. He didn't even plant in this corner here. He planted in this corner. That corner is not very easily seen from pit or from mini pit, meaning if a CT manages to get onto site, there's no vision. It's very hard to stop this bomb plant, so what the T's would have to do is that they would have to be forced to come out this way and try to fight right here, which can cause a lot of problems since you're going to be in the open with no cover here or here or here. Another thing I didn't like about the strategy is that this player Arch is lurking when you need to take control of pit. Remember that these smokes are here to block vision, right? You're trying to deny these vision points and basically cut them off. So coming here to fight Arch seems really counterintuitive and contradictory to what the plan actually is. Sure, Smuya does die eventually, but you only have 4 people here, but it's more like 3 because this guy is jumping straight into sight and not actually clearing pit. This player in apartments is alone, which is not a bad thing by any means, but this person needs to stay alive and be able to provide a second angle to fight pit and to jump out and clear mini pit. The problem is that he dies. Now, Tizian does make a very good play and spams the smoke knowing he wants to come out, which is good on Tizian and not really so much a misplay on this player here. But if he waited for this smoke to fade, and if he waited for his team to start making contact first, this player would have better information on what's going on in the round, how the CTs are set up, and can then make a solo play that is 1, more informed, and 2, has a higher odd of getting the kill. To throw the far smoke, you want to get into this wall here, making this part of the wall somewhat flat. Crouch, and then aim right here where this wire meets the bottom corner of the vase, and left click throw. To throw the smoke that lands closer to the backside of site, you want to get into this part of the wall here. It is the middle window arch opening thing. Bottom corner of this leg of the chair, and then to the right, so you're directly in between this right door frame and this leg, bottom of the leg. Then you want to move to the right without moving your crosshair until you hit this corner next to you, and then left click throw. So there's a corner right here. Let's line this up again. Boom. Leg. Run here. And then left click throw. To throw the smoke for crossing to site, get into the mailbox here. Top center of this window up until you're on the edge of the roof here. And then left click throw. So altogether, it should look something a little like this. You have this smoke, you have that smoke, and then you have this smoke. And of course, you can just flash into pit. So now you have the full pit wall, or wall of smoke to fight pit. You can very easily come out there. You can swing this way to fight the guy pit. Or even better, if you have an extra Molotov, GoldenGitte. Golden didn't have it, so they couldn't do it. But if you have an extra Molotov, just chuck it in there. Or if you're in apps, even if you're smoked out, you can just get a molly right there. This is gonna force the guy out pit, or they're gonna burn a smoke right there. So you can fight this guy here. So I wonder if someone could get onto top default and just fight right here. It seems pretty possible, so that's a concern. Also, if someone's in graveyard, they can also fight pretty handily. People coming up porch can't really see this guy here, so they just fight apps, and then they can swing here, or they can swing this way and be behind the smokes. They could come up here, they could fall into sight. Seeing these strategies in pro play are kind of like a spanner in the works, or a little twist to give a different approach to taking the bomb site. CTs will have to react to this on the fly. I like that part of it, but what GoldenGitte did in this round, not so great. But anyway, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and all the other YouTube sellout phrases.